Here we go then, folks. By popular demand, a house tour of our new house that we've just picked up the keys for. So there's none of our stuff in here yet, but let's show you around so you can see what we're working with. So first up, spinning around from the doorway as we come in, you can see we've got a hallway that comes with a free pair of Winnie the Pooh Crocs, and then a staircase to the right, and a tiny little room to the left that contains water and a poop hole, one of several poop holes in the house. We then have hooks, which are going to be coming down, because I think that's where our freezer is going to go, because it's not going to fit in the kitchen. Through there is the living room. We'll come back and look in there in a second, but first the kitchen, as you can see, does come with a woman. There's one over there. And then this is our kitchen, complete with space for our big American style fridge. That's why we can't fit the freezer in here. Dishwasher and washing machine. It was quite hard to find a house that had room to plumb in both a dishwasher and a washing machine, but we've managed to do that. Obviously sink, oven, place to hang all my baseball caps from in the kitchen, which is a weird design choice. And then over here we have a little breakfast bar thing. I think it is a breakfast bar because it is quite deep. And as my glamorous assistant is demonstrating, there's storage under there as well, but we could potentially get a couple of stools there and sit there to consume food and beverages. As you can see, we're already doing that. We then have our garden out here, which is entirely paved. So no need to replace my broken lawnmower. We will get a little garage out here to put Anna's scooter in. And that brings us round to our other doors. So we've got loads of doors, so many doors on this house. And this is our very large living room, which if we look back through here, you can see obviously we can access from where we were before. But this is the living room, and the plan is for this very much to be Anna's room rather than a traditional living room. It's just me and Anna here. So I think we'll have the TV over here and our sofa here, but it will literally just be this cornered off area here, which will be for the living room. We'll then have display cabinets there. We could potentially, I think we can only fit one. I think I have measured it. It looks like it could fit two. I think we could only fit one. We might well be painting all of the length of that wall with Anna's glitter paint as well. We've got, this is where her low unit will go for her Lego Disney Castle to go on and stuff like that. There'll be more bookcases here that will be full of Lego. Our dining table will go here in front of that radiator and double up as, I guess, a sitting at table. She'll then have on wheels her Lego table that she has in her Lego room at the moment, which can just be in the middle of the room when we're streaming or when she's building. But then when she's not using it, can push up against any of the walls, because there'll be two more bookcases here full of Lego and trinkets and things. Her PC will be here next to the TV. And then, like I say, the TV there. So this room works well for fitting all of Anna's bits and bobs in. We then have a little understairs cupboard. I say little, it's a big understairs cupboard, which is where we're going to put our tumble dryer. But there's no plug in here, so we're going to have to run an extension lead under that door frame into here, I guess, so that we can plug the tumble dryer in there. And then we've got room there for like shoes and things, so Dave doesn't destroy them.
But that and the washer in there is great.
Oh yeah. Having these two, having the washer and dryer on the same floor, massive. Having the kitchen on the same floor as the bins, and in fact the bins are just the other side of this gate, and that gate, the other side of that, is the driveway with our car on. So at the moment, the kitchen in our current house is on the first floor and the driveway is round the back of the house. So for us to empty the bins where we live now, you have to take it down the stairs, out the front of the house, round the street, and then round to where the bins are, or drag it all through the living room and then through the garden, and it's just a nightmare. Whereas here, it's just so easy. Washing, easy. Emptying bins, easy. It's making all the chores easier. I like an easy chore. As we now head up our super duper spirally staircase, which is the one big drawback of this house, we're going to have to put some kind of covering across the bottom half of that window, or else that will be Dave's barking spot, because you can see the street from there. He'll be able to look out that window and he'll just bark. So we need to mitigate that. And then this is the landing. So that's probably where Dave's bed is going to go, on the landing there. And then in here we have our bedroom, which has this big walk-in wardrobe thing with a mysterious cable that's coming in from outside to up here, which I think is for a security camera that was outside, but there's no way to actually use said security camera. So I guess we'll just bundle that cable up and hide it at the back of the wardrobe and pretend it's not there. But we're planning to have drawers there with a TV on top, and then more drawers there, drawers. In fact, Anna's dressing table will be there, bed here in the middle of the room, and then into our ensuite where we have a nice big shower, and again, poo hole and sink, and your chance to ogle at your old pal Kev, your pervs. Airing cupboard is in there. You know what an airing cupboard looks like. And then if we come out here, the rest of this floor is Kev's domain. Actually, it's not. We've still got the bathrooms. This is the family bathroom with shower above, which is just the right height for Anna to stand in and have a shower. And then we also have another poo hole, another sink. And then these are my 2 rooms. So this first one is my office. So obviously we've got this weird little entry area, but then we've got the office here, which is probably about 1.5 times bigger than my current office. I have done the measurements on it. I'm having my TV mounted up on the wall up here, and then my desk is going to go against this wall. I'm then going to have my own bookcases along there and along here that will be full of all my trinkets and collectibles and whatnot. And I've got a big cabinet that's in my current office, which will go across the bottom there. Again, we can then stand stuff on there for display, because my camera for Football Manager will be about here, and we'll just go across viewing that kind of corner of the room, basically. And then the room next door is going to be the Lego room. So we're going to have massive industrial shelving across those 2 walls, like floor to ceiling, 2 Lego base plates deep, loads of Lego. And then over here, we're just going to have a square table that I can use for Lego projects. No room for a build table, but I can do all my building on my main desk, which is just here, which is basically as close to the Lego City as my current build table is, even though it's in the same room. So that works with me. It works for me. And then we've got a loft up there, which we do have access to, unlike in our current house. So we can do some storage of bits and bobs up there as well, which is very handy. And that, boys and girls, concludes the tour of the new house. Nice and brief, but we obviously don't want to show you outside because we don't want you to know where we live. But this is the new house. If you want to see more of how it gets filled up, there won't be any more of that on this channel, but on the Lego channel, Block Party, there will be the whole process of us turning the Lego areas into Lego areas. We'll end up streaming Lego from here, from in this room, and there'll be lots of Lego content coming from the 2 rooms upstairs as well. So if you want to see more of the house, that's the channel for you to be on. And we now need to spend a few weeks moving. We've got to be out of our current house a month today from when we're recording this. So don't expect loads of videos on this channel for the next month, because we're going to be moving house. But then when we are back with content on this channel, we'll be on our way to Disneyland. So it'll be the best kind of content. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on it for us. Subscribe to the channel for videos of a non-specified genre. And thank you very much for watching.